Hey guys, and welcome to ERF's tutorial on the kettlebell swing. Through this series of videos, we're going to take you from not having any knowledge of how to hinge and deadlift to having a perfect kettlebell swing. So hang out with us, and if one of these chapters is not right for you and you're already advanced, feel free to skip it over and to watch the video that does apply to you and where you're at. So the first stop and prerequisite to your ability to do a kettlebell swing is a hinge. If you have a good hinge pattern, you'll have a good swing. And if you've got a bad hinge pattern, you can follow. So Edie's going to be our guide today to show us where his hinge is, and we're going to see if we can make it a little bit better to prime his deadlift and then his kettlebell swing. So let's jump right in. Okay, so we can see there's a kettlebell at Edie's feet. He doesn't need to worry about it right now because this is not where we are in our journey. So Edie, I'm going to have you step forward a little bit. And I want you to show us what your hinge looks like. Okay, so that's a pretty good hinge. We can see that his shoulders are above his glutes and his glutes are above his knees, which is very important in having a good hinge. Now, can we make it a little bit tighter of a hinge? Sure. What I'm going to do is, Edie, I'm going to push into your hips and I want you to sit a little further back down. There we go. Now he's a little deeper in his hinge, which he's probably going to need if he's going to put his hands on the bell eventually and tilt it back into a hike. So just that little adjustment, sitting lower into the hinge, made it better. Edie, come back up to the top. Now we're going to reassess and see if he can repeat that same depth on his own after I gave him the cue. So Edie. Very good. And again. 2 more times. And you guys will see throughout the entire duration, his back is straight and his neck is straight. A big common compensation people do when they hinge is they strain their neck upwards, which Edie, can you show us? Yeah, that, no good. We don't want that. We want a nice neutral spine all throughout our hinges, our deadlifts, and our swings. So once you've got a good handle on your hinge, which is bending at the hips, shoulders higher than the glutes, glutes higher than knees, and low enough to the ground that you could grab a weight, kettlebell, barbell, we're going to move on to the next thing, which is actually lifting weight.